BTV. Yeah, like, come on, follow me. Let's see what we got.
Listen closely if you trying to eat. Get passive income, got that money flowing in my sleep. Young and please, got 30,000 on my wrist, 10 on my fist. That 18 around my neck, make I can show respect. You looking at a God exhorting no fear. About 5 in each ear, that's what you wanna hear. VA.
Yizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. And listen, you can tap in or you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. And the gentrification of hip-hop is the topic of discussion, my G's. The gentrification of hip-hop is the topic of discussion, my G's. So let's get right into it. Now, y'all heard what's going on lately. I know y'all been hearing and seeing all of the videos. You know, Fat Joe having his say about hip-hop and Latinos creating 50% of it alongside blacks. FBA, not just Fat Joe, but Busta Rhymes speaking out, saying America has no culture. All of America's culture is the culture of the island people, all of it. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, black people have no culture. I mean, Busta, he went deep. He said what he had to say. He got it off his chest, and now we addressing it. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be at all times, my G, at all times. And Busta and Fat Joe, you know, they spoke out, and here we are. Days later, tons of backlash. Tons of backlash. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But I know that this recent uproar, has everybody kind of thinking, has your wheels turning. Why? Why now? What's going on? Like, it's always something happening, and they're always 4 or 5 steps ahead. And by the time we catch wind, we got to catch up. We catch wind, then we got to catch up, right? And it is what it is. Salute to Tariq Nasheed, you know, for letting the information spew out. But the hip-hop in a whole is being gentrified. Hip-hop in a whole is being taken over. You know how they do when you start seeing like Caucasian women with their little dogs jogging through Harlem or jogging through the Bronx. When they come in drones. So listen, man, we gonna get into these clips. Y'all already know how I do. Y'all already know how I give it up. Yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. It gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deeper than rap when you scratching the surface. And here at Grown Man Business, you already know we definitely scratching the surface. So we gonna get into these clips. I wanna run these clips past y'all, you feel me? Get an earful, get an eye full. Keep that pineal open. Get an earful, an eye full, and keep that pineal open. We're going to go into these clips, and then we're going to double back and get into these angles, my G. Dang.
Another thing that's happening, 2024, they're going to start having breakdancing in the Olympics, okay? In the 2024 Olympics in Paris, they're going to have breakdancing in the Olympics in Paris. So this is really, hip-hop is really about to be majorly on the international stage. Let me show y'all this right here. This is the Paris Olympics website. They got breaking. Let me make this small. All right. They're going to have breaking right here. So our culture is going to be on the international stage majorly. It's going to be on all over mainstream television all over the world. Breaking is a style of dance that originated in the United States in the 70s. It took form in the lively block parties of the Bronx, emerging from hip-hop culture and characterized by acrobatic movements, stylized footwork, played a key role in DJ and MC master ceremony, international competition, blah, 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 blah. All right. So now they're going to have this stuff in the Olympics, man. They're going to have it in the Olympics. All right.
Where I'm from, drug charges and the felony outcomes. Perfect. Where I'm from, drug charges and the felony outcomes. Perfect.
Damn! The heart, you never thought that hip hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight, cause I rhyme tight. Time to create, blow up like my show days. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner.
Yo, shout the season, man. Shout the season, man.
When the Puerto Ricans found it, they found it when it was already played out. Nobody was doing it anymore except the baby blacks, the baby little Zulu Kings. That's who inspired them. And that's how you get your Rock Steadies and your Bronx Boys and your Rockwell Association, all these guys. They came later after the little Zulu Kings. Charlie Chase, all the first Latin DJs and the first Latin rappers, they came late. They came 77, 78. They all came later. And they all each have a story.
Like Whipper Whip and those guys.
And they tell you, Prince Whipper Whip, Charlie Chase, Tito, Disco Wiz, they all tell you it was racism. Puerto Ricans used to get at them like, why you hanging with the Morenos? Why you trying to act like and dress like the Morenos? Why you talking like them? Because they spoke a lot of Spanish back then. Mira this. Then with the blacks is like, yo, why is he here? Why Jose is here? Why he not playing with a salsa band or something? Why he not doing merengue? They said, nah, he cool. He with us. He learning. That's how that went. That's the part they're not telling you. Those are the details.
Right.
Hip hop didn't have a name, and it existed for like 5 to 7 years before a Latino got into it. After them came the whites with Disco Fever. The owner of the Disco Fever was the first white guy that got into hip hop by giving everybody a chance to play at his club, the Disco Fever. His name was Sal Albertino. He opened up Disco Fever and he let blacks play hip hop there. Then came Blondie. She was the second white person. These people all started, that's how they started coming in. First the Latinos, then the whites, and then they started opening the doors for everybody.
Yeah.
It always happened. Even with rock and roll, they try to steal our stuff. Soon we teach people, the same people we teach 50 years later say they was with us or they helped us create it.
Yeah, real talk.
It's grown man business.
It's grown man business.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I am talking about. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth when I say gentrify? Oh, they want to gentrify hip hop. You understand now? Again, it gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deeper than rap when you scratching the surface. And here at Grown Man Business TV, you already know we scratching the surface. But take a look at that. Did you take a look at that? Could you hear the culture? It's contagious. It's infectious. Everybody latches on to our culture. But you know, on a whole nother level, the Olympics is coming up. And our culture is so powerful that it's now broken the barriers of the Olympics. Break dancing will now be a part of the Olympics. So you got to understand something. You know, when they see the money coming, they approach, they attack. A lot of the times we don't see the paper coming until they done already got their portion. But with this age of information and technology, it is what it is. We on the ball. We are on the ball. We getting the information and it is what it is. Yeah. It's no coincidence that they all speaking out right now and trying to take claim and have a stake in hip hop. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Coming from multiple different angles, my G. We coming from multiple different angles, my G. And that leads me and segues me into my first angle, my G. My first angle. And that's the gentrification. The gentrification. See, it's the same thing like the hood. Hip hop is just like the hood was. You know, in the beginning of hip hop, nobody wanted anything to do with it. That's why it was only blacks. That's why we created it amongst ourselves, because nobody wanted anything to do with us and anything that we had to offer. But as soon as they, you know, everybody outside of us sees what we bring to the table, it shines so bright that they have to enter. They have to reconnect. They have to double back and now say the same thing that they was looking down upon. They're gonna emulate it. So the hood and hip hop is all in the same with that. You know, the hood, these rundown areas. Back in the day, they would put us in those rundown areas. But after we take these areas and we thrive in these areas, in due time, they realize these areas are right next to downtowns. And they come back and they double back and they want to now live in the hood. The same place they talk down on. The same place they call the ghetto. Same thing with hip hop. In the beginning, man, it was just black guys boobing bopping and bopping and boobing. Boobing bopping and bopping and boobing. That's how they looked at it. But once we take what we create to the next level, they double back. They double back. That's how the Puerto Ricans were so close. They was there, but they wasn't there with us. They didn't believe in us. You understand? Like hip hop, like Khaled says, they didn't believe in us. Once we took off and it started to look cool, here they are, the Latinos. And now, you know, 50 years later, we got all these different races and nationalities and cultures engaging in our hip hop, in our culture. You understand? The clips prove it all. I don't have to. I mean, you see the clips. I could have went deeper, but I didn't. Oh, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But 50 years later, now they're trying to gentrify, fully gentrify hip hop. And when that comes about, you have to now take claim in what your part is in this thing. And that's where we come in at, black people, FBA. We got to stake claim in this. We got to first off, this is ours. Y'all are just participants, right? And now we're going to watch the Olympics. We're going to pay attention, because it better be people that look like me. But 9 times out of 10, that's a whole nother angle, my G. They're now back to gentrify something we've built from the ground up, take it to the next level. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. It is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. But the reason everybody is double back, the reason everybody has something to say, the reason everybody is making statements and staking claim is because hip-hop will be put into the Olympics. The next Olympics, breaking has broken the barriers of hip-hop. I mean, of the Olympics. A lot of money. Oh, a lot of revenue. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, my G. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Coming from multiple different angles, my G. We coming from multiple different angles, my G. And that leads me and segues me into my second angle, my G. My second angle, my G. My second angle. And that's the cultures within the culture. I'm speaking about all different races and nationalities within our culture. And people are taking it as hate. Oh, man, why are you talking? Hey, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. It's only taken as hate when we double back, and we stand firm, and we stand on grown man business. That's when it's looked at as hate. Anytime other than that, when y'all doing it, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, right? So I kind of wanted to double back. See, the thing is this. Ricans didn't create hip-hop 50% along blacks. Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? It is somebody stuff a glizzy in Fat Joe's mouth. Him and Buster shove a glizzy in their mouth. Right? It is what it is. But I will say this. They have participated. They have made major contributions to the culture. They have always been, you know, a major figure. After we got it off the ground and it became trending, you know, the Ricans were right next to us. So I give them that. You can't, I'm not going to give you anything, but what you did do, I will respect that within the culture. I really like Angie Martinez. I've always liked Angie Martinez, and not like in a, not in that way, but her integrity. Her integrity when it comes to the culture. Her integrity when it comes to the content. I've always respected what she's brought to this culture. As a Latino woman, breaking barriers for hip-hop. So it's nothing against Latinos. It's just the fact that Latinos have to accept us standing on business now. It's no more, especially when you come to Grown Man Business TV, just know I'm standing on business. You don't need to come to this channel if you looking for them simps that's going to let y'all run all over them and do what y'all been doing for all these. Nah. This is not the channel for you. You understand? So it's no hate, but we ain't backing down. Oh, I got my foot to the pedal to the floor. Yeah, I'm mashing the gas, period. Yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be. So salute to Angie Martinez and a lot of other, you know, Latinos. But I really like Angie Martinez. I always dug her integrity. I always felt her integrity and her respect for the culture. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not going to take this too further, but Big Pun got on his knees and kissed Kool G Rap's ring for influencing him and giving him the motivation to step into this culture. Big Pun never said, hey, my people, my ancestors helped you guys to create. Never. Not even Fat Joe. Recently, Fat Joe been running off at the mouth because Fat Joe is privy to information. And Fat Joe understands capitalism. Fat Joe understands that he has to stake a claim to hip-hop in a certain way so that when it goes into the Olympics, they can be represented. But no, Fat Joe, somebody stuff a glizzy in Fat Joe's mouth. Somebody, yo, I know, I got a homie that was just standing next to Fat Joe at some event the other night in NYC. Salute the core. That's my dog. I could be in the same room with you, trust me, and run down on you. Somebody shove a glizzy in Fat Joe's mouth. Big Pun got on his knees and kissed Kool G Rap's ring. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? We coming from multiple different angles, my G. We coming from multiple different angles, my G. And that leads me and segues me into my third angle, my G. And that's the culture is contagious. The culture is contagious and it is infectious. You saw those videos. I mean, double back and re-look at these videos of all these different people singing our songs, dancing like us, moving like us, acting like us. The culture is contagious. And we have to stay claim to it. It is what it is. It is what it is. This is ours. The biggest, major movement in the world when it comes to music. It's no music bigger. It's no music we didn't influence. Rock and roll, jazz, blues. Come on, man. Culture, that don't come from the Caribbeans, Buster. Somebody stuff a glizzy in Busta Rhymes' mouth, man. Somebody, yeah, it is what it is. And hey, bro, I be having to watch my, you know, because I want to be monitored. I got to be monitored. These joints got to go green, so I can't curse. But I be wanting to say, especially Buster, man, highly disappointed in you, my G. Highly, the higher ups and elites get to all of y'all. It's obvious. You can't run from them. So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But the culture is contagious. Y'all can't help it. And I'm going to expose it at every mark. I'm not letting up. It is what it is. It's passion in this. Buster's passion in this. Yeah, y'all know. It is what it is, man. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest? And I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man business. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing. We not dressing nothing up. The gentrification of hip hop. Giving it to you straight raw, my G. Fat Joe, Big Pun, Busta Rhymes, we shoving glizzies in your mouth, and I'm giving it to you straight raw, my G. Yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be at all times. At all times. But you wondering to yourself, why are all these people doubling back for hip hop? It's because the bag is coming. We already built billionaires out of this thing. But now the real bag is coming. And when the bag is on its way, them Caucasians and everybody else, they come to gentrify. They're looking to fully gentrify hip hop now. We've cultivated it and taken it to another level. And now they're saying, hey, we want to take it out of your hands. We want to take it and gentrify it. Nah, but it's not gonna happen like that. Don't worry. We got our foot on their necks. It is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? And no, I don't want anybody to, misconstrue what I say or how I'm passionate about my people. I'm passionate about my culture. The same way y'all passionate about y'all's. So it's not hate. And to show that it's not hate, I just was, I have a real respect for Angie Martinez. The integrity she holds when it comes to what for hip hop, the integrity she holds for her content. She don't talk or move like Fat Joe or Busta Rhymes. So it's no hate, it's all love. But it's passion in this for the culture, for my culture. that y'all try to say we never had. That Busta Rhymes said black people don't have no culture. Y'all, we've been indoctrinated to think we don't have no culture. We built this land. We built this land. Y'all, it would be a listen, fifth world country. Y'all wouldn't even have an America to come to if it wasn't for us. Period. And last but not least, you know, the culture is infectious. Y'all saw those videos. Everybody's dancing and singing and rapping like us. Next thing you know, if they could wear blackface and actually pretend to be us and we allowed it, they would. You know, Drake, it is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be, man. Take your culture back. Don't be ashamed to stand on this culture. It's strong and it's rich. Yeah, it's full of everything that they want, and it's ours. So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. You already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. Gang!
Listen closely if you trying to eat. Get passive income, got that money flowing in my sleep. Young and please, got 30,000 on my wrist, 10 on my fist. That 18 around my neck, make I can show respect. You looking at a God exhorting no fear. About 5 in each ear, that's what you wanna hear. VA.